Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Married into Madness, the in-law podcast where we dive deep into one of life's most complex relationships, your in-laws. I'm one of your hosts, Stockton, joined by Allie and Christian. What's up, everybody?
How are we, you guys? Also, if you didn't notice, we did say Christian's back today.
Christian is back.
Tell a friend to tell a friend. I'm back.
It's your boy. He's back.
It's
I'm
good to
not
have you
going
back,
anywhere.
Christian. Last week's episode is probably going to be our lowest viewed episode because we need you in the episodes.
Yeah, I'm just not as funny as Christian, so sorry, folks. Christian's back. Funny factor is back.
Whoa! Don't be downplaying your guys. You guys did great.
It was a fun episode.
Yeah, it was a fun episode. I like talking about that stuff.
Yeah, so do I. So it was really fun. It was fun we could do that.
That's probably a hot button topic for in-law stories for sure.
Oh,
Doc, how are you?
Good. Family's doing better. They're healthier. Just looking forward to Christmas in the next couple weeks.
Oh, Christmas with your children is going to be so fun.
It is fun with little kids.
Please tell me you watched the video that I sent you today of the last minute Christmas present.
Yeah, the monster truck thing. That thing is nuts.
Sweet.
Yeah, my kids are all into monster trucks. Now they're into minis.
Into what?
Mini monster trucks. They're just like these
cute.
little guys.
Cute. That's fun.
Yeah. Well, speaking of holidays, that's going to be the episode. We're doing our holiday episode, our Christmas episode. Woo-woo.
Can't wait.
Y'all ready to get into this?
Yes, these should be some spicy stories.
So good. Okay, story number 1. It's called The Rich List. My sibling-in-laws do Secret Santa every year, and the minimum budget is always $75 to $100. But their expectation and wish list of items are always above that price tag. My husband and I have 5 kids, and I feel like we can't even spend what we'd like on our own kids because of this Secret Santa. We only ask for things under $100 because we don't want to be inconsiderate. I know there's favoritism within some of the siblings' gifting, and we feel little goes towards our kids. Note that we do save through the year, but I am tired of this favoritism game they play. It gives me PTSD during the holiday season. Our kids deserve our holiday love more than anything. My husband and I can't even gift each other decent stuff, and it should not have to be that way. How should I tell them moving forward we no longer want to participate? I'm scared to be on their bad side. I don't know about you guys. I did not come from money. $75 to $100 minimum for a Secret Santa budget is kind of crazy.
No, that's wild. Me and my siblings every year, we have done $25 each. And this year we were like 10. And then it kind of went to, we're not doing it this year because we're all poor.
Yeah, I feel that.
Wow, that's like bougie. That's a bougie sibling gift right there.
So 75 to 100. She even said that a lot of the times their wish lists are way above that.
Yeah, which is wild. How do you?
What are they asking for? Like, what are you asking for from? Yeah, that's just weird, especially for Secret Santa.
Yeah, from cousin. So what I'm guessing then is all the kids put their name in a hat, and then their 5 kids pick 5 names. So that means they're spending over $500 on Secret Santa gifts?
Yeah, which is crazy.
That's crazy.
So, okay, I'm going to chime in here. So, me and my siblings do something similar. But our range is like, we usually go from like 50 to 80, like just to stay in that range. It could be lower, but it also includes our parents. So it's like we just get one gift for that person and then we're done. Like years before, we always got a gift for each individual sibling.
Oh my gosh.
And that costed more. So that's why we switched into the one gifting. Ever since we started working, like, because me and my siblings, we've all started working where we're like 15. So we've always had our own money for 15. We've always paid for everything since we've been 15. Obviously, like, and that's why we get like gifts for each other to show our appreciation. But now we just switch to like one gift between 50 and 100. It could be 50. Like, I don't think like 50 is that much. Especially, we don't have kids, so it's just all adults.
It definitely feels like it's one thing, because that's how me and my siblings are too. We just draw a name and we each get one sibling. We just buy one gift for each sibling. Christian, I still feel like 50 to 100 or 50 to 80 is still a lot of money.
But maybe you and I are in the minority here.
But you're right. You don't have kids yet, so like
No,
that is that thing. But even before, I was just like, oh, $25.
Yeah, but this also doesn't include a gift for my parents. Like, we don't give them a gift. It's whoever got them gets them a gift.
Oh, so you include your parents into
So
this.
my parents are included. So that's why we're like,
okay.
so it's just one gift for family member. We exchange it. And
Okay.
Like, it's a nice little thing, and
Yeah. No,
like,
it's
it's just
so fun. Like, I totally love this tradition, but like this year, I'm just like, oh, it's kind of unfortunate because new parents out of a job for a few months. I'm like, yeah, we're a little tight. Everyone's getting my child wrapped up. I'll wrap him up a few different times so everyone can unwrap him if you want.
I don't know about you guys, but the tradition that we've gone to now, we're doing it with our in-laws and we do it on my side of the family, is instead of doing a gift exchange, we do a basically like a activity together or an event
Which
together.
I do love that.
I think
do
that's a
love
really
that.
cool idea.
That's
I
what
like
my
doing that.
parents decided they wanted from us this year, so I'm not gonna say what we're doing, but because my
Yeah, you don't want to spoil.
listen. So,
will you
but
tell me after?
yes,
Well, you text it in the chat so we all know.
Yeah.
We're all done.
Yeah.
here.
I'm just very nosy.
yes, absolutely.
Don't you better not spoil it to Stacy there.
I could never.
Stacy hasn't sent me her waffles yet. I'm not gonna spoil anything until I get those waffles.
I'll talk to her. I see her this week. I'll
Okay.
I'll let her know that you're waiting.
Yeah, I'm opening my mailbox every day. I'm like,
In
nope,
eager
no waffles.
anticipation.
I don't think you want them in the mail.
Why not?
No, the
You have
recipe. He
the
wants the
recipe.
recipe.
His wife has the recipe.
No, I want the waffles made.
Shoot.
He wants
Just
them
slide
fresh
those
from
bad boys
Stacy.
into a like first class USPS box and ship it up to me.
Overnight it.
Overnight it.
Don't overnight it. It could be 2 days. It's pretty cold outside.
No, they would lose their crunch.
Facts. Okay, what are we rating these in-laws? The rich list.
The rich list.
I'm actually gonna go like 9 because
Yeah.
if this is what they do for Secret Santa, maybe they're just like wealthy and giving people. Who knows what else is coming throughout the year or what
Yeah,
other
that's
trips we're
true.
going on.
Honestly, I totally get why it's hard because money's tight, especially when you have a bunch of different kids to like buy things for.
Especially 5 kids. That's a lot.
Yeah, but I don't
This
feel
is
like
a lot
I
for
can
Secret
rank
Santa.
it terribly because it's not like you could probably just ask to be removed from it and it would be fine. But I can also get having the fear of people being mad at you.
Yep.
So yeah, I would probably go like 8. Christian, what do you think?
Yeah, I would probably rate it high too, like a 9. But do we know if like we need like more information, like always. Like do any of the other siblings have like kids? I'm just wondering, is anyone else struggling?
I mean, they must not if they're always just eagerly ready to go above and beyond the $100.
Yeah,
What kind
really
of job do you have? With inflated prices, really?
That's what I'm saying. And the economy right now? Not
In
great.
This
economy? Absolutely not.
This just turned into an E-Trade podcast.
No kidding.
E-commerce.
E-commerce.
If you have any Bitcoin, you sell it to me. I'll drop my link.
Okay, we ready for story number 2?
Yes.
Yep.
This one is titled Overstaying Welcome.
Oh, that's never good.
Nope. I'm having trouble dealing with my future in-laws. My fiance has 0 boundaries with them, and we welcomed our first baby this year. Even prior to the baby, my fiance had weak boundaries with his parents, and it was always a sore subject between us. His parents live 6 hours away, and they insist on seeing us at least once a month for a few days. This means we either need to drive 6 hours to visit them, or we have to host them at our house for several days. I explained to my partner that once a month was too often for me, as it caused me too much stress and required me to use too much PTO. In addition, it's exhausting for me to be around his family. They are all heavy drinkers, and I'm the only one who has to stay sober to care for the baby. Caring for an infant, oftentimes in someone else's home, while everyone else is intoxicated, is nerve-wracking and not enjoyable for me in the least. His parents also demand that we spend every major holiday and birthday with them. I suggested establishing a rotating holiday schedule, but my fiance is appalled by this. I suggested spending Thanksgiving with one family, seeing the other around Christmas time, and then swapping every year, because my family also lives 4 hours away. He and his family are not on board with this at all. It is too strenuous to see both families for each holiday with the limited amount of time we have off work and while traveling with an infant. FYI, my family is very good about boundaries and never pressures me to spend time with them. So oftentimes they get the short end of the stick, which isn't fair. My child deserves to have a relationship with both families. For Thanksgiving, we traveled to visit both families because we were announcing to everyone that we were expecting. We spent 3 days with his family to include actual Thanksgiving and 3 days with my family. His mother was so upset that we only spent 3 days at their house. She said a week would have been more suitable. My partner and I argue every year, around the holidays especially, because of his parents and his refusal to establish healthy boundaries with them. I suggested that he and I see a couples therapist, but he is not interested. Adding a child to the mix has only greatly has only greatly complicated things because his parents want to spend time with their grandkid. Again, at least once a month and for every single holiday. And I'm not comfortable having my child around them at such a young age without me also being present due to their heavy drinking. My partner says if they want to see us and we're able to make it, then we should. Any words of advice?
No, honestly, this feels like a red flag.
Yeah, who's got one?
Are you good?
I have
It's
one.
Allie. Allie
I'm
has
gonna
one.
throw my red flag, folks. I hate it. I hate it. That's
Yeah,
so hard.
That's tough.
Also, like, that's already such a hard thing to navigate between two families, especially during the holidays, that when you have one side that you already don't feel comfortable with, that's like pressuring you to spend all your time with them.
And with also being 6 hours away, it's not like you can just be like, let's go. You are committed to being there for the entirety of the time.
For sure. Well,
and then
also,
them wanting you there a week at a time. Oh my gosh. Every month? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. When you live that far away and they're like, yeah, once a month, like that's hard.
Yeah,
and then having to take PTO every month, you're wasting your entire year's PTO on just seeing your in-laws every month.
Yeah. Also, sorry, I don't want to be driving 6 hours with an infant.
Yeah,
so stop. RIP to you. Enjoy.
Yeah, it's not fun. Lots of stops.
Yeah, lots of stops.
And then what's also tough is she's not on the same, I'm guessing it's the female, she's not on the same page with her fiance because he's on the side of his family. It's like, oh, come on, if we've got the time, if we've got the availability, let's just go do it.
Yeah.
So she's backed against a wall against everybody.
Yeah,
Can we talk about the other like big elephant in the room? Like you're off like drinking with your family while she has to stay sober and take care of your child.
Yeah.
Like that alone is just bleh.
Yikes.
No, that would definitely rub me the wrong way. Also, they probably do need couples therapy. And I love that she's trying that for them, and he should let her have that because that
you got to figure that out, or else that's going to be a lifetime of misery for sure.
Absolutely, it's just
because it's just not going to it's just not going to get better.
No,
it's going to get more difficult.
Well, that's sad. I don't even.
Yeah, it's tough. So you threw your red flag.
She does deserve to have a relationship. Their child does deserve to have a relationship with both sides of the family. So I only think it's fair that they split time, and I do think it's very important that whatever side of the family it is coming to see you as well, so you're not just going to them all the time.
Preach, sister.
You know, so that's hard. I'm so sorry if this is your story. We feel for you.
I'm going to go ahead, since I can't throw a flag, give this a 1. That just sounds miserable. Because not only is it a difficult situation with the in-laws, but it's also an extremely difficult situation within the walls of her own home, not being on the same page with her partner, fiance.
I'm like, honestly, I don't know which one's worse.
Drunk Uncle Steve or your fiance being like, "Now we going."
Or drunk fiance that can't even help you take care of your child.
Yeah, no wonder why he's okay with it. He gets to go drinking after worry about his kid.
Right. All right, Christian, what are you giving it?
I think I'm gonna give it a 1, just because of the same things. Like, just I can't see myself driving 6 hours every month taking PTO to go see my in-laws. Like, it's not that I don't love them. It's just that's just way too much, and I'm taking way too much time. And it's not only 6 hours there; it's 6 hours there and back. That's 12 hours of driving.
Yep, every month.
Every month.
And then think about how brutal that drive is, because you're just thinking the whole time of what's going to happen. So I'm sure that's a miserable. Yeah, how much everything inside of you is just turn around.
Also, you don't know where they live. They could live in like terrible snow condition, like where we live. It's just not.
You're right. It could be sketchy.
Yeah, it doesn't seem worth it. Like it's like I could see this being every like probably maybe 6 to 8 months, but not every month.
Or like every few months. Like you come to us and then we'll come to you in a few months.
Yeah. It's not. They just have to work something out. It's like it's just really tough. It's just really tough. But before we continue, I also just want to mention now that Allie has thrown her red flag, all the red flags have reset.
Sweet.
So, but not for this episode.
The red croc is back in play.
Oh, the red croc is back in play. It only took Allie 5 episodes.
She needed the right story. And
this was the right story.
This one was a good one for me to choose, honestly. I will say, this one deserved a red flag.
Okay, you ready for the next story?
Let's hear it.
Christmas Vacation.
Okay, wait.
The movie?
I
Go ahead.
love that movie.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. When I met you and you said Christmas Vacation was your favorite movie, and also the fact that you told me like, what's that movie? I can't remember. Not The Night Before Christmas, is it?
I love The Nightmare Before
Yeah, the
Christmas.
Tim Burton.
Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah, that one. I'm just looking. I'm like, this girl, really?
You're like, who is she? This does
like,
not match.
This does not match at all.
Are you saying favorite movie just as a blanket statement or favorite Christmas movies?
No, I'd probably say like Nightmare Before Christmas, love during Halloween and Christmas time. But Christmas movie, I think Christmas Vacation's probably my top. It's a tradition. Every Christmas Eve we watch Christmas Vacation.
Good movie.
So good.
It's a
Classic.
frustrating movie. It's one of those where you're like, oh my gosh, they can't get
It's a
anything
great
right.
in-law movie.
It is. No wonder why you like it.
So good. Okay, sorry, Stock. Continue.
My mother-in-law is a witch. She's constantly causing undue stress, general discomfort, and overall just way unnecessary drama. It's clear she wants my husband and I to get a divorce. And for that alone, I hate this woman. I am currently pregnant with my first child, and I am a high-risk pregnancy and dealing with HG, a condition that causes near constant puking, nausea, fainting, dehydration, and hospitalization sometimes. It's not like I chose this. I mean, yes, I chose this pregnancy and love this little baby in my belly, but no, I wouldn't have elected to have a high-risk pregnancy, which my mother-in-law seems to be convinced was a personal choice. I cannot with this woman. So what does she do? She booked a Christmas vacation for the whole family out of state and miles away from any hospital or health clinic. She bought us plane tickets without our consent. It is evident that she wants her son to go alone and leave his pregnant wife home alone on Christmas. It's also evident she wants me to, yet again, be framed as the difficult one who isn't family oriented, because she knew that when she bought those tickets I couldn't go. He has a nasty relationship with her mother-in-law.
That is
Because there are
nasty.
also a lot of assumptions in the stuff that she said too. So there's got to be a lot of drama and a lot of beef that's built up for her to say those type of things for sure.
But also, like, how sad. Especially, like, okay, first of all, let's validate this new mom. She cannot choose
To
how
be.
her pregnancy is gonna go.
New mom to be.
New mom to be. She cannot choose how her pregnancy is gonna go.
No, absolutely not.
There's no way of knowing if you're gonna have, like, the kind of pregnancy you're gonna have.
And then can you imagine having those symptoms for the entirety of your pregnancy?
No,
Constant puking, nausea, fainting, dehydration, needing to go to the hospital.
I don't know how your amazing wife's pregnancies go, but like for my first, I was like not terribly sick, but like I would almost like gag, throw up nothing every single morning for like the first trimester.
Mm-hmm.
And like that wasn't great, so I can't imagine how bad it could be.
Yeah.
Like I'm very grateful that mine was not worse than that, but it still sucked. Like I knew it was going to happen every morning and I hated that. But having that your whole pregnancy, like that sucks.
And I can imagine that this Christmas vacation is in an awesome place with awesome activities, doing awesome things. Of course, she wants to be there too, and now she's not able to do any of it.
And was this intentional from the mother-in-law? Like, is she really like just trying like out to get her?
I don't know.
It's so hard.
So this is my thoughts. I feel like this is a sequel story. I think I need the first story. I need the first part of the story. What made this happen? Right? I need to know why we got to this kind of point.
Like where they started.
Yes, where they started.
Yeah.
Like, has she been like this since the beginning? Like, what triggered this? And yeah, I feel like we are getting like the second part of a two-part story here.
But also, who knows what part this is?
That's true.
Yeah.
It could be part 54 for all we know.
Right.
Also, with her being pregnant and not having the kid, she's got a lot more to this book.
Yeah, 100%.
There's going to be a lot more stories.
There's just more to come, yeah.
There's just going to be so much more to come.
But that would be so hard. Like, honestly, like, I ended up having my baby only 10 days early. But I was expecting to go a little earlier than that, just because I was earlier than that, which is not always the case. But we had a family reunion just planned like an hour away, and I was scared to be away from our hospital, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, because you just never know what's going to happen. So especially where you're high risk, like I wasn't even high risk, and that was like a fear of mine. So that's another fear. Like I wouldn't want to leave either.
Especially with your first.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You have no idea.
What's the husband's thought on this? Is he going to go? Because that would be a red flag if he went,
I
right?
hope her.
That's 100% a red flag.
If her husband leaves her, that's bad.
Tough. That's tough.
Babe, you don't want to go skydiving with me in Barbados?
So then, are you guys telling me it wouldn't matter the vacation?
No, I wouldn't.
It wouldn't
No.
matter the vacation.
What if it was, I don't know, once in a lifetime, something that even, like, you'd never get the opportunity to go again? You still would be like, nah, I'm staying.
Would you go if your wife was a high-risk pregnancy? Would you leave her?
I mean, how far along are we talking?
Well, that's the big thing. I guess that also depends, but also, like, I would hope you would know some from your doctor, like, hey, you might want to be on call at all times because things could really change. Or if they're, like, more just like, hey, just be careful, you're fine, and you're not very far along. Like, it's all situational, I feel like.
Situational. I'm just kidding. I love my wife. Of course I would stay, yes.
I'm telling her.
Don't worry, we're going to the Masters, Stockton.
Yeah, that's it. Boom. We're going to Augusta, baby. Yeah.
High risk.
My wife can handle it. I am going to Georgia.
Hey, for legal reasons, in-law, that's a joke.
Yeah, if we won the lottery ticket.
Honestly, your wife would be fine to leave. She's a powerhouse at the cell.
She is the mitochondria of this family.
She is. She literally is.
Okay, let's rate these in-laws.
Rough. That's a really hard situation.
This is also a tough one to rate because we clearly have just the perspective of a very, very disgruntled daughter-in-law.
Yeah.
So tough to say. So what do you guys rate it?
I still think it's sus. I'm rating it a 2. Just because, like, it doesn't even matter what happened at the beginning. It's what you're doing now is what matters, and how nasty you're being towards your pregnant, I don't know what grandchild this is.
Yeah.
But you're still your grandchild's mother, and it just doesn't sit right with me. That's why it's a 2.
Also, maybe don't buy tickets without someone's permission. Like, maybe let them know, say, hey, we're not going to let you know where we're going, but we want to buy tickets for this. Like, do you feel comfortable going? But it'll save you money if I don't go. But if you buy it, you're just going to hold that over my head.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think I'm going to give it like a 3.
I'll go 4. There's just too many gaps in the story for me.
So, Allie, you're telling me if I bought you tickets to Amsterdam to go see Anne Frank's house that we wanted to go see, you wouldn't take it right now?
Right now?
Right now?
I would take it right now.
So you leave your child?
No, I would take it with me. He can sit on my lap. He's free.
Well, your child's going to see World War II. We're going.
Yeah, he is. That's sick.
I hope people don't think less of this comment, but your dream vacation to see Anne Frank's house?
Hey,
what the crap?
We went through a phase where we really were into, like, the Holocaust, okay?
It's not a phase, Mom.
And so...
Why wouldn't you want to go see Germany? You're just going to go see a house.
Yeah. Yeah. We wanted to do this whole little route of different things.
Okay.
We would go to Amsterdam for Anne Frank's house, then we would go to Poland to see Auschwitz, and then we would go back to Germany.
I can't remember when this was, but I saw this clip on Instagram of, I think, this Dutch guy where he was like, why do you tourists come to see Anne Frank's house? It's just a house. She just stayed in a room. It's just a house. I thought it was the funniest thing.
That is funny.
That's what I think every time he talks about Anne Frank. I'm like, it's just a house.
It's just a house. No, it's cool, though. But yeah, we went through a phase. We read books. I gave Christian a book recommendation. We basically had a book club together.
Good for you guys.
I cried.
I'm jealous. I wish I read. I haven't read a book in years.
And then I couldn't finish the second book you recommended me. I just got too depressed.
Yeah. Really
those are probably tough reads.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, you guys ready for the last story?
Yes.
This one's titled Angel of Death.
Oh.
This isn't a big deal after hearing other people's stories, but it still makes me laugh. My mother-in-law wasn't a fan of any of her daughter's son-in-law. Frankly, she wasn't a huge fan of her own kids. Anyways, they were out one day and I answered the phone. I took a message from my father-in-law. I wrote down who called, what time they called, their phone number, and message. My mother-in-law screamed at me for answering the phone, telling me how I didn't know how to take a message properly, etc. This was in spite of the fact that she knew I worked at an answering service and spent 8 hours a day taking messages. One year, she got us a tree topper angel for Christmas. We told her it looked lovely on top of our tree. She yelled at us and told us it was meant for a table, not the tree, despite the big, huge cone tube up her butt. The angel, not my mother-in-law. We kept it on the tree anyways. She died a couple years later. After about 15 years, the angel started looking rough. I decided to replace it with one my own mom gave us. It was just as pretty and had matching angel ornaments. After I decorated the tree, I go sit with my husband and we watch a bunch of ornaments suddenly fall off the tree. I put them back up, making sure they are very secure, and sit back down. Once again, the same ornaments are on the floor. I put them up again. My husband jokingly says, "My mom's pissed we replaced her angel." Just then our daughter comes home. We tell her, "Grandma keeps knocking down a bunch of ornaments because she's mad we're replacing her angel." Our daughter looks at the tree and says, "You mean like this?" Sure enough, the same ornaments are on the floor. I immediately replaced the new angel with her old one, and no more ornaments fell. We used it for a few more years until it started falling apart. Eventually, we put it on a shelf next to my husband's desk year-round. My father-in-law died the next year, so we think she was happy she no longer needed to mess with us. As a precaution, we never talk badly of her in the house. We go outside to trash talk her.
My God.
Guys, we're turning it into a poltergeist podcast.
Married into Paranormal, a Paranormal Activity podcast.
Married
where
into
we
Paranormal
talk about your
Activity.
in-laws that are ghosties.
Holy crap.
That's crazy. Wow.
Have you guys ever lived in a space with potential ghosts of dead people?
I have.
I have as well. It is
I-
kind of freaky.
I don't know.
I'm
You're
a
like, I don't
100% a
want to
ghost
know.
believer. I believe in ghosts.
When we lived in Iowa, when we were going to grad school, we were talking with our neighbors because we had the same type of deal. We had stuff like fall off our walls. We're like, what the heck? We go to the neighbors, find out that there was a man there who had been sick for many years, and something weird, like a priest came in and basically something like told him to die, or like he was gonna die, and he ended up dying in the house. So we just joked about the ghost Steve was haunting us while we lived there.
Ghost Steve.
But it is kind of freaky.
Yeah, I've never experienced anything like that.
Luckily,
I think good spirits come to visit my baby.
there we go. There we go.
Well, I think your husband told me a story the other day that he just looks at your stairs and just starts smiling.
Yeah, he has we'll hold him. He has this certain spot in my house that he looks all the time, and he literally will like smile huge at it and like giggle at it. So we're always like, "Who's coming to visit? Is
Hey.
it grandma? Is it grandpa?" And he
There we
just
go.
smiles and giggles at it, and then we'll just stop.
Man, yeah. Ghost.
No.
Ghost is
We
a
have-
whole other thing
We
we
have
can get
happy
into.
spirits in our house.
Happy spirits. I love that. No
Yeah.
need to freak anything out. And this one sounds like a happy spirit. They know exactly who it is.
Yeah, but like
The
also,
mother-in-law.
sorry, I never
Is she
get
really
rid of the
happy knocking-
mother-in-law.
Yeah,
She just
knocking
wants her
ornaments.
ornament on the tree. That's all.
Except for I thought it wasn't supposed to be put on the tree.
Yeah, for real.
It's supposed to be on the table.
Put that angel with the big cone tube up her butt back on the tree.
That's crazy. What a story.
Whoa, like that's just crazy.
Honestly,
we got
amazing.
in-law and a paranormal story.
I'm
Yeah, these are
impressed
good.
by this mother-in-law, truly.
Yeah, her pettiness goes beyond the grave.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's funny.
Okay, what do you rate this?
I'm scared of ghosts, so I'm gonna rate it a 4. Please don't haunt me.
I'm going to go 5. This is neutral.
I was gonna
It
say
is what it
as
is.
well. It's neutral for me.
It's a funny story, though. I like this story.
It is funny. That is a fun one, actually.
Ended on a good one.
And the fact that they're like, we go outside to trash talk her.
Yeah, and then they just gave in. They're like, whatever. We'll just put your ornaments on our tree, and we'll just call it good for
Yeah,
a
you're like,
few
it's
years.
fine. Enjoy.
It is what it is.
That's funny.
And the kid said grandma's here too. That's no, I can't. That's too creepy. Grandma's here.
So funny. I love it.
Okay, guys. Well, there's the holiday episode.
Those are some great story stock. I love them. Everybody, have a great holiday season. Spend good time with your family. Eat some good food. See your friends. Have a good
We're
time.
going to have a little bit of time together next week.
Yes, we are. I
And
can't wait to
then-
get together.
We'll see more of, at least Allie will see more of you the week after.
Yes. We're excited to get a little warm weather.
We literally just got back golfing as a
That's
family.
Must be nice. What did you shoot?
70 degrees. We only played 9. I shot 4 over. So I felt pretty good. My game's still there.
It's
I did
always
tell
been
my
there.
husband that
I love
you
that.
that you're gonna make him a ham. So
Good. I will gladly smoke some meat for
we're gonna have
festivities.
a
And-
Christmas ham stock. You can't
That
forget.
sounds good. We
And-
got to convince our in-laws to buy a prime rib, and then I can smoke a prime rib.
Oh, I'm getting a prime rib too.
Nate
Are you?
is on it.
Yeah, I'm getting a prime rib for my Christmas.
Dude,
Come
they're
on. Are you
expensive, but
cooking
they're
it,
so good.
Christian?
Yeah, I'm cooking it.
Yum.
I'm so excited. I'm so hyped. Also,
It's
Allie's
yummy.
gonna take down a little Ziploc baggie that says Christie's Goodies, and you're just gonna put the smoked ham in there, and she's gonna bring it back for me.
I just go trick or treating for you.
Yeah, exactly. And then she's gonna stop by her mom's house, get the waffles in there
The
too, and then
waffles!
bake ham and waffles.
Geez, there's a lot of stops.
Yeah, those are 2 stops. Your place, plain. Allie's place, home. Okay, you're
You
right.
got
It's a
it.
lot of spots.
You got it. Good food, good times, good people.
And
Happy
happy
holidays.
holidays. Whatever you celebrate.
Yes. All right, everyone. Well, happy holidays.
Hey, till next week.
Yep. And for my Spanish viewers, Feliz Navidad.